Welcome to Harmonious Adventures live from the salon. I actually, fun fact, recorded a whole live video earlier and it said that the file was corrupt. So I don't have time because I've got salon stuff to clean to record a whole new live. Super frustrating, but let's turn all this off. Anyways, so people coming in now. Yeah, we're back from Disney. I just talked a whole 20 minutes long on another live about it. So I'm going to try to recreate what I said because, when you talk about it and then it says the file is corrupt and it's not going to post it, here I am back. So we went to Disney. It was fun. We stayed at a vacation rental for those of you who have watched our other videos. And one of the fun things about that is typically we stay on property because I am a travel advisor, but we wanted to do something new and I loved staying at the vacation rental. That was a lot of fun. It gave us more space. It gave Bo time to like do more things and kind of kept us like from having to entertain him as much and having more space and not being in right in not a vacation rental, in a hotel room, confined in a small space, you have more area. So that was fun and definitely more relaxing. I wish we could have spent a little bit more time. I think that's the only thing is like we are used to just with us being annual pass holders, we are able to kind of go down and then spend only a few days at Disney. But having the vacation rental, it made me want to stay more, which is, it's nice because we've got like all the space. We had a pool and a hot tub, and it was nice to be able to come back from the parks and get in the hot tub, have your privacy, that sort of thing. Um, but then there's also perks about staying on property. You do get the early morning hours and added benefits as far as like dining and things like that. Plus, you're like close proximity to the park. Hi, welcome. I'm just talking about we just got back from a Disney trip. I am a Disney travel advisor and we did things a little bit differently. Normally we stay on property, but we decided this time that we were going to stay at a vacation rental. Hi, everybody. And I love, kind of like that having the extra space. We stayed at Windsor Hills, which is an older community. We've stayed there. Gosh, we've been Disney annual pass holders for a really long time. So when Bo was little, we stayed out at Windsor Hills a lot, but they are a lot older homes. And hi. So, being able to stay in Windsor Hills and it be a remodeled, like newer home that had an arcade room, which was fantastic for Bo. We loved that. It made me not want to leave, long story short. So I wanted to talk about, I can't tell you, like I said, we've been pass holders for probably 15 years, if not longer. And we still make mistakes, right? I am um like I said, a travel advisor and I book for people and there's still things that happen and I feel like it's kind of also just like a parent thing, um you kind of like push your kids. So I'll tell you what happened with Bo, and you guys will be able to see his own point of view. We had a cute, like, little head camera that he wore to the park. So that video will be coming up, and I can't wait for you guys to see it because it's so cute. But he was not interested in rides the other day. He just wanted to eat popcorn and sit in front of the castle. And I really was kind of pushing him because I had bought lightning lanes. Hi, everyone. And I just felt like, oh, I think Finn is about to come. We've got a golden retriever. I'm also down in the hair salon. For those of you who don't know, I'm a travel advisor and I also own a hair salon. And I'm down here um, cleaning, doing laundry. There's Finn. Finn, say hi. So, anyways, back to talking about Magic Kingdom. I really was kind of pushing him, like, hey, I've got these lightning lanes where he loves Dumbo. He does like kind of more of like the chill vibe rides. We ended up only doing, what was it? It's a Small World and Jungle Cruise, and I'm not even sure that he's gonna get back onto Jungle Cruise. The tunnel kind of scared him, and my husband had a little bit of a part of that. He was like, "Oh, watch out, it's gonna drop." And I was like freaking out. He thought that there was gonna be a drop inside the tunnel of Jungle Cruise. So, he freaked out about that. And I don't think that we'll get him back on Jungle Cruise for a while. But anyways, my kid is one of those that like really wants to just sit in front of the castle and watch the shows and eat him some popcorn. And I love that about him. But I was really pushing him this time of like getting on some rides because I had purchased the lightning lanes. And at the end of the day, when I went back and kind of like relaxed by the pool, I was thinking I really should not have pushed him, and I wasn't really like pushing him, but I just kept asking him over and over. And I know he probably was like, Mom, no, I have told you 100 times. Like, I don't want to do that. Um, so, there's like moments that you think I could have done that better, right? I should have just got him some snacks. We ended up going into the confectionery and like the bakery area on Main Street, and that was so much fun to like sit there and look and watch them do all of um like making the candy and making the candied apples and the cookies. We bought a couple of cookies and they were the best cookies I've ever had. Much better than Gideon's, which I never thought I would say. That will be my stop next time. Like every time we go to Magic Kingdom now, I will be going in there and getting a cookie. That's all I'm saying. That is one of our Disney snacks now. I don't know if y'all have had the cookies at the confectionery, but they are so good. So we did all of that, and then the next day, I really just took it so easy with him. We went to Animal Kingdom, and we came in. First of all, guys, I have to say, Epcot and their drinks. I like to say that Epcot's drinks are like an all-inclusive resort. Have you guys gone to an all-inclusive resort and drinks are like, included and they're just watered down or they don't taste as good as they could? That's kind of how Epcot is, right? In my opinion, just my opinion. Where you get the good drinks is Animal Kingdom. So we always hit up the Dawa Bar. That is one of our favorites. We have two of our favorite bartenders there, and we got us a nice margarita. We just watched the like the drummers and the dancers, they came out. So we had some live entertainment and did that. We had one of the best safaris that we've been on in a long time. It was middle of the day, and I just was honestly dreading. I'm like, we're not going to see any animals on this safari, but this is what Bo wants to do, so we're going to go. Travel advisor tip: you're going to see more animals either first thing in the morning or late in the afternoon. That's when they're out most. However, on this trip, because it had been raining and because it was feed time, all of the animals were out. And one of the trucks broke down on the savannah. So we were stuck in the hippo area for about 15 minutes and they were feeding. And that was such a cool experience. So you never know. I mean, that is the great thing about the safari. You just have no idea what you're going to see out there. Um, so we had a great safari ride. We got out. We did the Gorilla Falls, which is right there as you get off of the safari exit. Gorilla Falls is right there. So we took that trail and saw some animals, and then we made our way over to Asia. And when we were kind of, I want to say we did the Maharaja Trek, of course, and we saw the baby tiger. They've got cute little baby over there. And then we went back to the house. I mean, it was that easy. We really wanted to do Zootopia, but we kept like not hitting the right times to go and see that. And it wasn't a big deal for Bo. So we missed out on Zootopia, but that's totally fine. It was just an easy, chill day. And then once again, we went back to the house and just relaxed. This particular house that we will be featuring, so look forward to that video as well. But this house in Windsor Hills, it's two houses down from their big castle park. And the neighborhood is filled with magnolia trees, and the magnolias were blooming, and it was just, oh, it was so good. Like the neighborhood was beautiful. The timing was perfect. April is a great time to visit Walt Disney World. Crowds weren't too terrible, after you get through spring break, but right before Mother's Day, I feel like that's such a good time to go because the weather is usually good. You may have some rainy days, but overall, it was perfect. The weather was great. 10 out of 10. So we are back home and back to work. I just wanted to post an update to say we're back. There were mistakes made, but there were so many wonderful, great things about this trip. And I don't know, I think that we might do vacation rental more often again. It's there's pros and cons, but I don't know, the pros kind of outweigh the cons. I definitely love it more than staying on property, and I didn't think that I would say that. I really didn't. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for coming to my live. I know that this was quick and short, but I'm trying to just spurt everything out because earlier, like I said, I did a live and it said that my file was corrupt or something, and I totally lost it. So I just wanted to come on and say thank you guys so much and give you a little update of our Disney trip. We're back, and I will be in Disney in June for a training with them. I'm super excited. We'll also be heading over to the port and doing some cruise ship tours. So stay tuned. Please like and subscribe. I can't wait to show you guys all of that and kind of maybe a little bit of some tips and tricks that you just haven't heard yet. Thank you guys. Have a great day.